Here with Leah Trinakos and Donna. What's your last name, Donna?
Macaro.
Donna Macaro of Lightfair, and of course with Greg Eric
Hey.
of Get a Grip on Lighting. And we're kind of almost 2/3 of the way through your show. It's been a long time in preparation. How do you feel so far?
Outstanding.
Yes.
Yes. We have been preparing for quite some time, and it's seeing it all come together, and it's like the Super Bowl,
Sure.
and all the planning, seeing it all come together, and the show's looking great.
I think it's been a great show, and we were talking just with the Wall brothers over there from Louvers International. They've had a great show. Most people have been, I think, pleasantly surprised, Greg Eric.
Oh, yeah. And one of the things I talked about is, for the last few years, a lot of this discussion we've had with people is on the phone.
Mhm.
And that gets old.
It does.
Now we're together and we're seeing people, and that's what it's about. That's what this industry should be about, and I'm glad that we're having this. So keep it
Me
going.
as well. So what is your learning from this year, Leah? What did you learn from this year's show that you want to put into next year's?
We learned that the IALD immersive lighting installations are so recognizable, bringing the art to light, and so we will be expanding
Wow.
those in the future.
There's 6 of those here. I
Seven.
believe. Seven. Okay.
Yes, and it was a judged competition, and we announced the winner yesterday.
Okay.
So we will be expanding that program. People want to come see the booths, but they also want to be inspired and immerse themselves in those installations.
Maybe explaining that a little bit more for the people that aren't here. First of all, get here, but
First,
if you're not
get
here,
the light show next
tell
time.
us what these are.
So the IALD immersive lighting installations was curated by the IALD, and in partnership with Lightfair, we did a call for manufacturers to submit, and then we paired the manufacturers that were selected with top lighting design firms from New York. These teams started their work right at the first of the year. They've had weekly planning meetings. I've been lucky enough to sit in on those planning meetings, and the energy and the passion and just the collaboration of these teams was just remarkable.
Wow. Donna, what's your take on Lightfair so far? You're in the sales side of it, right?
Yeah.
You're signing people up.
Absolutely.
What do you have? Has Lightfair delivered for its customers?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I have the benefit of comparing that to 21 when I came on, right, where the pandemic was still hot and heavy, and
Sure.
we were really trying to keep the show going after having canceled in 2020, and that show ended up being great. That was the first time I heard quality over quantity when it was referring to Lightfair, and I think we've done that again here. We'll have some people say, "Oh, it was a little slow." It really hasn't been. I mean, we brought the attendance. We exceeded Vegas, and which was 22, and my exhibitors are happy.
I heard 11,000 attendees. What was it?
Just over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it was projected at 8 or 9. So you guys have exceeded that.
Ish.
And I like the size of it too. I mean, I think it's doable. In the past it was like sometimes multiple levels, hard to get to, but this is nice.
It's very nice
You
and
can get to
vetted.
everything. You can see where you need to go.
Yep.
That's
What has been the highlight for you, Donna? Just as a person that's seeing it come together, what was your favorite part so far?
I would have to agree with Leah, the ILIs. I think that was a fantastic idea. And I think it just giving something more experiential on the floor where you're not just, you literally are going to go and have an experience, and having the designer explain and how the product was used. I think it was an attraction. And I think that's what Lightfair wants to do more of, is not just have the conference, but also have things on the floor that you can enjoy that aren't, set up as a theater, where you can literally, still get educated. We have Lightfair Live, now the IES Live. We've had stuff in the designery. I mean, there are things to do on the floor. So that's been wonderful to see.
That's interesting. It's kind of like a playground for lighting people.
Yes,
Why
that's
not?
exactly what it is.
Yes, absolutely.
So we had the immersive experiences. You guys are going to do more of that, but we're not going to have it for 2 years. Whose idea was that? I don't like that idea.
They're taking feedback, is what it was.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
Well, we have been listening to the industry
Mhm.
for many
Stop
years.
listening to them.
And you know, we just decided
Yep.
that is going to be the cadence going forward.
You know, it's not a bad idea. I'm not being critical. I think it's probably, there is. I don't think there. From my perspective, I don't think that Lightfair is a competitor with Light and Build. I think they're different
No.
shows. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? They have
Yes.
different audiences, and so, I would personally like to see Lightfair go every year. Um, but if it's going to be every 2 years that we get to see each other, then fine.
Well, I'm sure we'll see each other before then. But I mean, the thing is that many of the manufacturers, one of the strongest points is getting their product ready so that they can bring their latest, newest
Sure,
products, and it takes time for them to develop those products.
sure.
So you guys are in the Super Bowl now. What happens after? You take 2 weeks off and just breathe,
Oh,
and then you start
God.
planning for 2 years from now.
If I wish I could even think about that right now.
Yeah.
Gotta get through it.
You're not there yet,
No,
but you're almost there.
Almost.
almost.
2/3 of the way. Any final thoughts for those out that didn't come to Lightfair? All you people out there, shame on you.
Shame.
Any final thoughts?
Well, there's still time.
There's still time.
Oh.
If you're in
Yes.
New York, come on down. Sure.
Show's open tomorrow, 10 to 3.
Sure.
And we would love to see folks come in.
Yeah.
You missed out if you didn't see the ILIs.
Yes.
You needed to be here.
Well, and some outstanding booths. I mean,
Outstanding.
a lot of new booth designs, large footprint booths. People really stepped it up for this year.
It is a nice feel to it too. There's a good industry collegial vibe going on here, Greg, Eric.
That's right.
And so we want to invite you down. Unfortunately, if you could still come. Actually, you can catch a flight from Toronto and get in here, or for Miami or whatever. And if you're in New York, of course, you can come down. But if not, we're not going to see you for 2 years. Is it in Vegas in 2 years?
So we will be announcing over the next course of weeks the 25
Then you.
show.
So it's a secret.
Be ready.
Be ready. Thank you out there for listening. Bye for
Yes.
now.
Bye.
Bye.